Alright, so now we're going to look at Galatia, as I said, and a lot of the people there at this point in time. So they were the Jews, because it was all Jews. They were all Jewish people, and these are like, it's like I'm black, and like they were Jews. Not saying they were all like a different. You know what I'm saying? They were born Jewish. They grew up Jewish. They grew up as Jews, and they followed the law of Moses, which is what God told us to follow. But then Jesus came, died for our sins, and freed us, not freed us from all the laws, but like freed us from needing, only being able to be saved through the law of Moses. Now we get to be saved through believing in Jesus Christ. Some of the Galatians were like, no, you still need to follow the law of Moses. So now Paul comes to them and he's like, I'm astonished, I'm shocked, I'm baffled, because, and he's writing a letter. I always picture Paul, he's not enjoying his time, he's upset, but like he's cooking up there in like some random area, writing up a letter to all these churches. He cooks churches anyway. So now the people in Galatia, they're like teaching the non-Jewish people. So because everyone can be a Christian, you can be a Christian, please be Christian, but they're teaching the non-Jewish Christians to follow the Jewish way, to follow the ways of Moses. They're saying, hey, great, you believe in Jesus, that's amazing, but you've got to do this. You've got to be circumcised. Why are you wearing more than one type of cloth on your body? Like, you're doing this wrong. You're not. So the Galatians are especially forcing people to get circumcised. And Paul was like, what tomfoolery is this? Why does he need to be circumcised? So Paul was like, nah, this is not what the gospel teaches. Gospel teaches you're saved, you're only justified through believing in Jesus. You're only saved through believing in Jesus and having faith in him, building that relationship. And you can't tell people they're not going to heaven if they don't cut off their foreskin. Nah, you can't do that. So and all the other things. So Paul was like, how have you guys started believing a whole new gospel already? Was I not here just like a little while ago? He says anybody, so he didn't instruct them. Anybody who teaches a gospel that's even a little bit different to what we taught you, the whole Jesus died on the cross and everything, all that. If anybody teaches different gospel to that, condemn them to destruction, because that is not what we're on. We're not on that lifestyle. Okay. If you don't believe me that he said that, he said it here. I should pull up like a real Bible. I got my Bible. I'll show you where he said it. Galatians 1 verse 8. Turn to Galatians 1 verse 8. I got Amplified. I got this Bible. I'm so happy about it.